Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the USC Trojans, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, and a touchback would have been a better idea. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Another great pickup on the ground here by a Clemson running back. And you know, if you're going to be a running back for Clemson, you have to be able to not just do that, but also you got to be able to catch the ball to the backfield because they're dangerous in the passing game as well.
That's a solid run, good for first down yardage. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to throw it on first down. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Looks like Clemson will have the first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. And here comes a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. First down here for this offense. They'll run it to the right side. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Getting set. Here's second down. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And is intercepted. Can he take it all the way? And he steps out of bounds, and solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. And the offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. He'll hand it off. Finding some room at the 25. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. He'll look to throw it here on second down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now. The Tigers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Trojans offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. First down. Looking to throw the football. Caught quickly. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
They're going to pick up the first down. Nice catch, but even a better throw to show that accuracy and efficiency from that quarterback spot. And my gosh, they have so many great quarterbacks over the years that played at USC. Go back to Carson Palmer, the year he won the Heisman. What a brilliant career he had for the men of Troy. Matt Leinart, think back to those Norm Chow offenses and the championships that Matt Leinart won. And, of course, more recently, Caleb Williams for Lincoln Riley running and throwing.
And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Of course, there's another sack by a Clemson defender. And, you know, so often in football we get so caught up in the quarterbacks and the spread looks and the big explosive plays on offense. But you think about where Clemson's been for the last 10 or 12 years, I think their defense deserves as much credit as guys like Trevor Lawrence and Deshaun Watson. This defense has gone to a different level, and that's why they're a national contender every single week.
Oh, the football comes out. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
Boy, the defense showing their team speed on that play, flying around that receiver. He made the catch, but he didn't do a good job of securing the football, and the ball comes out.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Going for a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Tigers. It was a foot race, and he won it. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. What in the world was going on the defensive side on that play?
Wow, what was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He'll call for the fair catch here. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The pass rush closing in. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And the quarterback dropping back, going for his running back. Looks to the left, and it's complete.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory. Tackled at the 45.
Good job here by this offense coming up with his first down on that 3rd down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure. Did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now. The Trojans come to the line in a hurry-up.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback can...
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Trojans.
This guy is a matchup problem. You put an undersized safety who can run with the tight end, and he's going to go over top of him. You put a big, strong linebacker on him, and he's going to outrun him. Just a really tough matchup, as you saw right there.
And he knocks through the PAT. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 7-yard line. That's good coverage, but a bad decision to bring it out. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. Now here comes the bunch formation. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. He's swarmed by the defense. Now it's second down here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Haynes. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They're going to run it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is that offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And it's out of bounds after a decent gain.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense, when you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Third down, out of the shotgun. Throws it to the right. He makes the grab. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Throw to the corner of the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. And they'll set up now for the extra point drop. Extra point is good. It's a 3-touchdown lead now, 28-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Tennessee offense is back out on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
Second down, we're going to throw it. And this one is caught. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. And the Trojans looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Looking to throw it again. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Boy, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up second and long. Offense looking to throw the ball. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket.
Chris, that's another sack for this guy. That's back-to-back plays. This guy's been able to get to this quarterback. Man, he is in a zone and feeling good right now. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm either rolling away from that guy or you got to think about double-teaming him just to keep him out of the backfield.
So 2 losses in a row puts him in a tough spot, third and very long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Southern California. Just ran away from the defense. Now they line up to kick the extra point. The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Clemson offense is back out there. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Plenty of time to throw, firing to the right side. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Escapes the pocket. Breaks loose at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And looking to throw now on first down. Bringing pressure. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Just time enough for one more play in the half. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And they've got him. The defense making a statement on the final play this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Tigers will kick this away to start the second half. This one will be fair caught. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. On first and 10, looking to throw, looking to scramble. Gets rid of it on the move. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. He flips it to the back across the middle. And they get him down after the completion.
The running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. On the run here, taking a deep shot. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver.
And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Finally steps out of bounds after a long return. What a play by the defense.
Boy, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him. Using his legs here. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Second down play coming up. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pass here on second down. The sure hands. It's Williams. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. The Tigers will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Can he make it to the marker? And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
They'll pass him the field goal attempt. The offense on the field going for it on fourth down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Well, Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. He'll start at the 25. Trojans offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. He's moving out of the pocket now. The ball is loose. Oh, they pick it up. It's still a live ball.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he'll hit out of bounds to avoid the hit. Did not pick up first down yardage. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Lane. Finally brought down to the 13-yard line. An enormous gain puts him in great scoring position.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
And the Trojans line up on 1st and 10 now. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. And he's got some open field ahead. Across the 40, at the 20, inside the 10. And he's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, Clemson. And now they'll set up for the point after. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the USC offense is back out on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick six, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. Going the other way, can they catch him? Touchdown, Tigers. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return. And a pick six, a monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He steps out of bounds at the 24, not quite getting back to the 25-yard line. Here comes the USC offense back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Lets it go quickly. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Not a long return, but the important thing to take wipes out a scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Fires it to the wideout. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now. And the Tigers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. The quarterback making some changes at the line. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Touchdown, Clemson. And this one is getting ugly. Now the important point after attempt. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
They look to throw it here on second down. He'll take a deep shot. He's got it out of the 25. Touchdown, SC. Made the defense look slow that time. Now to try here for the extra point. Extra point. Joints off the upright, but is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking for a deep completion. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. Looking to throw it on first down. Pressure is coming. Looks like he's going to run it. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Important second down play coming up. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's going for a big play downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. You're finally able to bring him down. A big gain to wrap up the third quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, USC. Here's the point after attempt. And there's the point after. They get set to kick it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage and make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out and do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Heading left after the handoff. Finds room at the 30. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. The 10. Touchdown Tigers. And the route is on.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the USC offense is back out on the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the fourth quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play. Try to get in the end zone. Maybe get an onside kick.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. Slides down will avoid the tackle. The Trojans will come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Makes the catch inside the 10-yard line. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead. And I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. This has been a dominant performance so far. Up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the... Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Out past the 30. At the 10. Touchdown, Clemson. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
The offense still out there. They're going for 2 here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion as they add a little more salt in the wound here. Here's the kickoff team now, set to put this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And they tackle him at the 8, so the offense starts backed up with this possession. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. Offense in hurry-up mode. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. Feels too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
What I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if they can put another play or 2 together and get the points on the board. Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. He's got some room and some blockers here. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and touchdown Tigers. To stretch the lead, the route is on. What have they got cooked up with this 2-point conversion attempt? Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Makes a quick grab. And he's stopped short. The 2-point try fails. They can't build on their lead here. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Trojans offense is back out on the field. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far. He's running out of time here. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. They'll hand it off. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all day? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Offense getting set. It's second down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And the single back takes the handoff. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a third and long to keep this drive going. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. And that one's picked off. What a play. They get him down after a short return, but the interception gets the football back to the offense at the 36.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building on the lead here in the second half. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. And he's brought down at the 1 yard.